Good time of the day, my dear friends. There are many more sites other than AliExpress, and today we're going to see some cheap things that I got from GearBest. If you want to give it a try without risking too much money, the links to all products are in the description. If you've never tried one of these before, you're in for an odd but pleasant surprise. The shock goes away with first use, but it's oddly addicting. This seems to be the updated version, with the secondary level halfway in. This massager was also a part of the OG $1 or less blog post, which I will link in the video description. This is a head massager that gives your scalp a nice soothing feeling. This is what I think the pets feel when you pet them. Although, it seems that in my case, our pet did not show a particular interest for it. The next thing is this lovely keyring. For no particular reason, I have a soft spot for small version of bigger things, so I found this thing really adorable. You never know when you'll need to use a wrench on the go, right? Or maybe you're just really into tools and you want a keychain that reflects your passion. Of course it is meant as a joke, but surprisingly it actually retracts and can be used for the knots that are not too tight. I feel like I've said too many inappropriate things for one description, so I will just stop talking until the next product. One of the worst feelings is when you think that you've lost something important, like your phone, wallet or keys. You can now make sure you never get that feeling when you're driving with this anti-slip mat for cars. This thing is one of the most purchased things from the $1 or less article. First impression is that this thing is like really sticky, but the weird part is that it doesn't have any glue on it or it leaves no residue behind. Since I don't have a car, I'm testing it on another machine, which is our washing machine. Different things stick to it with mixed results. It works well with the camera lens cap, with the wallet that has a bunch of change in it, and not very good with the wireless earphones case. It works pretty well with my phone though. Notice how it is fully vertical and it still stays on, so it would give me confidence leaving my phone on top of it in the car. We all know regular dish sponges just don't do the trick with narrow bottles. Impress the bottle depot ladies the next time you come by to drop off your weekly empties with your dishwashing skills thanks to this dish sponge designed specially for bottles. This is something that can easily be purchased from a dollar store, but if you're like me and you like to get things delivered to you instead, you can also get a few in advance and save some precious time that can be better spent watching reruns of My Little Pony. Another thing is these cat paws sticky note thingies. I can't tell how many there are, but it looks like there is about like 50 of them. I'm not sure. I have to say that their stickiness is not something that I would write home about. Generally, I'd say they are pretty useless as they don't do much unless you plan to use them as a bookmark. The only thing that they are good is for leaving very lame punny notes. Don't rush. Let's pause for a moment. Ha ha ha. This is the first portable X-Acto knife that I see, and it looks perfect for opening packages mainly because the blade is short and there is a smaller chance to damage the contents. It is reasonably sharp, but unlike the longer blade ones, it does not have the extra blade length to break off once it gets dull. But I got it for the purpose of opening packages, so I don't need it to always be sharp, and knowing how easily I injure myself, it's probably for the best. It has a hole on the back, which I assume is meant to put it on the keyrings for the most intense unboxing enthusiasts. This is not the first and definitely not the only card reader that you will see online, and I don't think that this is the best one. I mean, it's just fine, it's a regular card reader, nothing more. But it's not like I expected too much from a card reader. I think what turns me off is that they made the inner plastic blue, as if it was a much faster USB 3.0, because the color is generally the easiest way to tell them apart, even though the case still clearly states that it's the good old 2.0. If you pay a little more, you can get a real USB 3.0 adapter, but if you have a regular cheap microSD card and all you need is a basic card reader, this one should do. If you're watching this video, you probably have a thing for useless toys, or maybe you actually have a child in your life you need to keep entertained from time to time. Either way, this butterfly toy is pretty amusing and cuter than a basic fidget spinner, and also much cheaper. This by far is the stupidest thing that I got from the internet. So you're supposed to twist it around at least 25 times, and once you let the end go, it will fly away. The first few launches were unsuccessful because I couldn't figure out which way it would fly, and the next few I couldn't film and watch it fly at the same time, but I'm happy to report that it can do what it's supposed to do, although my expectations weren't particularly too high. Another $1 miracle is this $1 sticky note. Not sure why I ordered so many because I don't really have much use for them, but they are here and let's look at them. There must be around 50 of them here as well. The first two were stuck to each other that they tore and were unusable, the rest were fine. The stickiness on them was also not too impressive. I have to say that I'm quite proud of this one. When I received it, it took me a while to understand WTF this thing is. I thought it was shipped to me by accident until I checked the list of the products that I ordered and I realized that this is a dust blower to keep the camera lens clean with a brush on the other end. It blows dust particles off of the lens, because not only we all know that wiping is for peasants, but also wiping it right away can cause irreparable damage to the lens by scratching its surface, which is not something that you want to happen to an expensive lens. This thing does an alright job cleaning the lens, but I'm pretty sure that I will still have to use wet wipes for the tougher jobs. Bulldogs are the chihuahuas of the 2010s. Show the world you're a trendy, crazy dog person with this bulldog car sticker. It's reflective, so it's more than just decorational, because it also reflects. I have a sticker like that on the headlight of my bike that has been there for a little over a year, and it is actually weatherproof as I have been riding year round in any weather, and it rains a lot here in Vancouver. There is a whole bunch of different stickers there, so have a look if you're into that sort of thing. If you want to see more $1 or less items, make sure to check out this playlist. There is a whole bunch of different stuff that you might find interesting.